Prince Andrew's magical sanctuary showcased in fresh photos as he remains silent. Sarah Ferguson took to Instagram to wish her loyal followers a happy Easter, and alongside her wishes, she included a selection of outdoor snaps, presumably taken in the grounds of Royal Lodge. The post read, "Happy Easter to all. May your day be filled with love, laughter, and a little bit of chocolate," and the first photo was of the Duchess riding a bicycle with a basket on the front, with an ecstatic expression on her face. The following images were nature shots, one of an idyllic woodland tunnel covered in beautiful pink flowers with a bed of petals on the floor, another of a patch of brightly colored daffodils, and a final image of a close-up of a daffodil. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. With large expanses of lawns, stunning trees and immaculate flower beds, the grounds are very impressive indeed. The outdoor space at Royal Lodge appears to be one of Sarah's favorite features, as she used to frequently record her YouTube channel with a garden backdrop. The interiors are just as impressive, with grand rooms, a bright and airy conservatory, and multiple kitchens. While the Duchess still lives with her ex-husband Prince Andrew, and has done for years, she has previously admitted that she doesn't class the £30 million residence as her home. In an interview with The Telegraph, Sarah confessed, "When I'm in the UK, I'm lucky enough to stay at Royal Lodge. I wouldn't call it my home, as that would be presumptuous." The King's brother reportedly signed a 75-year lease on the Royal Lodge in 2003, and despite calls for him to be kicked out of the royal residence due to his criminal links, he remains living there. According to royal expert Robert Hardman, it will be money and not reputation that could cause Andrew's exit. Speaking on the Palace Confidential podcast, he voiced his concerns over the prince's future at his beloved home. "The Duke of York has a lease, and so long as he can pay the significant cost, we're talking millions, for security and maintenance, then that will continue," he explained. Continuing, "The worry is where that money is going to come from, given that he doesn't have any obvious source of income. So if the moment comes when he can't foot the security, because it is outside the Windsor estate, then the lease would have to be called in. But for now, we will wait and see." In the summer of 2023, the royal announced she was taking a break from her YouTube videos as she recovered from her breast cancer surgery, and her channel with over 60,000 subscribers hasn't been updated since. Although it is not known why Sarah has taken a prolonged break from her videos, the cessation of content does tie in with reports of Prince Andrew reportedly being asked to leave his royal property. Princess Elizabeth II and her sister Princess Margaret were caught playing a game of cards on the floor of one of the rooms at Royal Lodge. It appears to be one of the upstairs rooms, with just treetops visible through the large windows. A telephone was propped on the windowsill, an old landline with a corded receiver. Prince Andrew's infamous Pizza Express alibi still rankles with daughter Beatrice, says Royal Watcher. The Duke of York told Newsnight interrogator Emily Maitlis he had been at a birthday party with Beatrice, then aged 13, on the date that he was alleged to have had sex with Virginia Giuffre, then aged 17. An influential royal commentator has suggested that all is not well behind the scenes within the York family, more than 5 years after Prince Andrew's infamous Newsnight interview. The Duke and Duchess of York opted to stay away from the royal family's Christmas at Sandringham this year, in the ongoing furore surrounding his friendship with an alleged Chinese spy. However, daughter Beatrice was at the Norfolk gathering. It is just the latest scandal to befall the King's younger brother, after years of negative headlines surrounding his ties to the convicted sex fiend financier Jeffrey Epstein and his shamed fixer, the British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell. In a bid to quash the story, Andrew agreed to a BBC Newsnight interview in November 2019, but it backfired so badly that he was later forced to step down from frontline royal duties, and he has barely been seen in public since. The most damaging claims were made by a woman named Virginia Roberts, née Giuffre, who says she was brought to London by Maxwell in 2000 and wanted to have sex with Andrew when she was aged just 17. He has always denied the allegation and even suggested a photograph showing the trio together must have been doctored. During the interview with Emily Maitlis, the Duke said he was at home with his daughters on the evening of March 10, 2001, after attending a birthday party with Princess Beatrice at a branch of Pizza Express in Woking, Surrey. At the time, Beatrice would have been aged 13. Now aged 36, and heavily pregnant with her second child with husband Edoardo Mopelli Mozzi, Beatrice opted to spend Christmas Day at Sandringham with the other royals rather than join her parents at Royal Lodge in Windsor, where Andrew, 64, still lives with his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, 65. Writing in the Daily Mail, the Ephraim Hardcastle column noted that it had been an awkward choice for Beatrice and asked, "Is all well with the Yorks?" The columnist continued, "Once one of the tightest of family units, Beatrice has apparently declined to show Dad public support since the fatal Newsnight interview. Does it still rankle that Andrew used her attending an afternoon birthday party at Pizza Express as the reason why he couldn't have had a close encounter with Virginia Giuffre?" In 2022, Andrew settled out of court with Giuffre after she sued him in New York. The sum has never been disclosed, but is believed to have been worth around £12 million. She also received an out-of-court settlement from Maxwell in 2017 and was pursuing legal action against Epstein when he was found dead in his prison cell in August 2019. Prince Andrew's daughters come up with plan to keep their father's spirits high. Prince Andrew's daughters have come up with an agreement in a bid to keep their disgraced father's spirits high. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie have decided to take turns taking their children to spend time with the Duke of York in order to help combat their father's feelings of loneliness, a source has claimed. 5 years after his disastrous Newsnight interview marked the end of his public duties, Prince Andrew has established a new and isolated routine at Royal Lodge, his 30-bedroom residence on the Windsor estate. The Duke of York's once busy schedule of engagements and global travel has been replaced by a quieter life, focused on family time. His sprawling Grade II listed property, which he continues to share with his former wife Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, has become a sanctuary for precious moments with his daughters and grandchildren. Despite King Charles's demands for him to downsize to Frogmore Cottage, Andrew has secured funding for his own security detail at Royal Lodge, although the source of the finance is unknown. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.